Hey guys, so I asked and y'all delivered. Y'all want to see me, oh, turn your heads, there's fake dolly parts. If you don't want to see them, do not watch this video, please. Okay, so I asked if y'all would be interested in seeing, I got some baby soap here, here we go. Me paint Miss Colette. Well, the first start of painting that I have a little bit researched, and I took her eyelashes out because they're not siliconed in, and she's got a tear, I noticed, on each side of her mouth. Oh, I don't want her to drown. So I'm just going to kind of just hand wash her, get all the powder off of her, and then we'll move on to the next step, which is I'm not going to take her hair out. This is just for touch-up purposes, and like I said, she's a cheaper silicone, so I'm not going to redo the hair. So I'm just going to she's my experiment baby. But let me tell you, she is so cute and squishy. When she is naked, they feel so weird. It's just like squishy marshmallow. So I'm going to turn her over. She's going swimming in the sink is what she's doing. If you've seen her swimming videos, she loves to go swimming. So, okay, I think I got her pretty good. I don't see any powder, so now I'm just going to rinse her off really well. So this is just a quick bath. A quick bath. Oh, and guys, I got some news to share with y'all, but I'm going big news. Not good news. I'm dealing with my health. That I'm going to wait till I have it confirmed. I've checked my records myself on the specialist website. They're finally up, although his notes are not up. And there's been a diagnosis made. But you know what? I'm focusing on this today. So let me get her towel and show y'all what we're going to do next. Okay, so I'm in the dining room. How did my paper towels get way over there? I don't know. Probably Daddy. But I'm going to lay her down. And I am simply, while I get my paints out that I found, I am going to kind of dab her with the dry towel and let her air dry, so that she's fully dry. So I'm going to give it probably 30 minutes. So I'm going to go ahead and get my paints ready. So okay, here we go. First off, let me say, I am not a professional. So if you're watching this for education purposes on how to do painting a silicone, you take everything I say with a grain of salt, because I do not know if this is even going to work. This is an experiment, and so don't do as I say. I am just experimenting, because I would hate for something to go wrong on your baby if you should try to do this. So what I've got here is a part A and B clear silicone mixed up equally, and then I've got the color for the lips and the brushing and the blushing. So I've put some on my brush. And the thing that bothers me most is her lips not having any color. So I'm going to do her lips first. Oh, I so hope this dries and works good, because she will be so cute. She's cute as she is, but I mean so much better. You see the little slits where her lip is split? So let me Oh, I got that pretty good. See, that looks pretty good. So let's go for the top lip. And I'm trying to stay within the lines. And my personality is to not stay within the lines, but rather to stay outside of them. I don't do a whole lot of things by rules, you know. I didn't stay along this long living by the rules, you know. I stayed alive from being stubborn, and now I'm facing something else, which, like I said, I will share with y'all tomorrow. So this is going to be, I'm going to start having some longer videos because, well, this takes time. And on here, maybe I should have done flash. I'm going to use the same for the inside of her nose, because it's that color like the inside of the nose. I hope this dries. See, we don't really know what kind of silicone she is. They say dragon silk or platinum. Platinum. So she is all dry. And then her eyes, the actual, see, I have them cut for the eyelashes to be inset so they're not glued on top. I'm going to wait to do those here last. But you got to work with silicone paints. Are kind of gooey and sticky, and her hair isn't helping. It's getting everywhere. So I'm going to do some creases, and I got way too much paint there. So that'll be changed. I even found my matting powder. So I'm just sorry, I'm hitting the little tripod with the brush. So I'm going to just take some of this extra and drag it up here, and then I need to sponge it out to make it blend in better. As you can see, she's getting color, but it's awfully shiny right now. So I'm going to continue on a little bit. Well, you know what? If y'all just want to watch me. But the problem is, it's going to be hard not to paint her when I'm off a camera. So I may have to do some on and some off, because when I start a project, I like to get into that project and finish it. So I'm just gonna do her little ears, and I left her earrings in because I'm not doing her whole ear. I'm just doing like the inside to give some depth to it. Just a little bit of red. It's just she needs details. So to me, detailing is the funnest part. So turning her little head, and it's actually got, after 30 minutes, it's still got water that I didn't get good. So here we go. And I'm going to use this. I'm going to pause this video and continue to paint. And then I'll start recording from that point, because this is the perfect color for details and blushing. See, look how much better that looks already. So her eyes, everything, the silicone is very shiny before you matte it. So that looks a little bit funny, but it's just all part of the process. So then, without leaving a bunch of hairs, golly, I had a big old clump of hair on there. Without leaving a bunch of clumpy hairs, I'm just gonna go through and sponge sponge it till it's smooth. And here. Got a little bit of, oh my gosh. Disastrous. There's some kind of red on this. Oh my gosh. Well, looky there, guys. My sponge that I thought was clean, oh gosh, has some kind of red on it. Let me see if I can get this other sponge and get it off. If not, I'll just have to get a washcloth and wash it off. No big deal. Like I said, this is purely an experiment. Okay, let me try this. You know what? It actually, I kind of like the color. Oh, she has little rosy cheeks. And I could actually silicone over that to keep them. Look. So that's what we're going for. I don't know what kind of paint this is. But see, she's already got some rosy cheeks. Okay, so I'm gonna work on her. Let me show y'all the difference when I get back. So, as you can see, I got her little boobies done. But this is just the first go round. I'm just doing some creases. And it looks like a mess when you're putting it up, putting it on, but there's a lot of steps. Like, you gotta do this, make sure you pat it out good, let it dry. It's a lot of steps. Like, I need to get my dryer, handheld dryer out. Heat gun, that's what I'm trying to think of. So, she just got a little bit more detail. I do not like when baby's lips are too dark. That's just a personal preference of mine. So I'm not sure how many more coats I will put on her mouth, because I like it really subtle, kind of like it is. So she looks a little funny right now without her eyelashes and all that. So I'm going to do some blue tones now. Okay, so I don't know. I just dropped something. I don't know if I'm going to like this tone. Remember, I got to pat it out. So I'm just putting the blue tone where I want it. And then I'm going to pat it out. You know who I used to love watching growing up? Probably some of y'all can read my mind. Bob Ross. We're going to paint some happy little trees right here. And some happy little trees like there. Oh, it's not a mistake. It's just a happy, happy little tree. And we're going to make some happy little birds in the sky right here. Oh, looky there. The trees and the birds are so happy. I loved him. I still do. I still watch it every once in a while. So now she kind of looks funny. Let me get the silicone off my paintbrush. I'm gonna have to let this dry and then move on to, sorry, my camera is shaking. It's on a tripod, excuse me, and it's just a little bit shaky because I'm moving the table by my movements. So when I move the table, the tripod moves, because the tripod is connected to the table. It's my little clip-on tripod. Okay. So I hope you can see what I'm doing. Let me scoot her down a little bit more. So as you can see, once you pat it, sponge it, it's almost like you didn't put anything. And that's just layer and layer and layer of the silicone paints. So what did I do with that one? Let me see if this was the one. Have a little bit of the red left on here. I'm gonna put a little bit of red on her nose. Like that. So let me give you a close-up. Now keep in mind, she has not been matted, which means that's why it's still shiny. But that's just in, what, a matter of a few minutes. And I've got a lot to go. That shininess will be gone once the final layer is put on. So we've got a ways to go on Miss Colette. So that's going to end today's little session of painting on a little China doll. Well, not a China doll, but a doll from China, silicone baby. And we'll pick up where we left off once this is dry and go from there. So we'll see you next time, guys. Bye-bye.